All right, we know we're going today. For God's sakes, it's you again. God, I haven't seen you in a full year, man. Where you been? We had to talk about those French numbers and then whatever. Anyway, listen, since you're here, I got another story to tell you. About a couple of months ago, I picked a guy up in my cab, and he said he was from France, right? And he said, I gotta get something off my chest, all right? Because he was so pissed about the metric system versus the imperial system. He said, I've been in America for 5 days, and I can't tell what's what and who's who.
But the whole world uses the miles
USA,
and Fahrenheit, meters
Celsius,
and feet and inches and stuff.
And now, as a true American, I said, the imperial system's better. Anyone who says otherwise is a freak. He was not happy about that at all. He said, listen, I am mad. But he was French, so he said something like, I am mad, croissant. So he starts going off about it. And you know what? I gotta say, the imperial system that we use here in America is all screwed up, okay? It's a mess. There's only a couple things about the imperial system that I actually like. I am 6'2", all right? Feet and inches for talking about a person's height, perfect. If I'm going up to a lady and I say that I'm 6'2", she's gonna be like, wow, you're pretty tall. If I go up to a lady and say that I'm 188 centimeters, she's gonna be like, what? Get the hell off of my lawn. No goyle that I've ever known has been like, oh God, that guy was so attractive, he was 188 centimeters tall. Now there is a small exception, all right? Keyword being small. If I'm setting up a Tinder profile, 10 centimeters sounds a hell of a lot better than 4 inches, okay? We can agree on that one, yeah? The only other thing that's good about the imperial system is pounds, all right? I am 200 pounds. I'm not however many kilograms. I had a British guy in it once. I said, how heavy are you? He said, I'm 15 stone. I said, gee whiz, I don't know what the hell that means. Speak in English, man. You're an English guy. Who measures their weight in rocks? Who's using stone to measure how heavy they are? What are you, in medieval times? What are you, Bobby Shakespeare? And I'll tell you, when he started talking about length and meters and all that, that's where he really started to make sense to me. There's 10 millimeters in a centimeter, there's 100 centimeters in a meter, and there's 1,000 meters in a kilometer. Now, if you go back to miles and such, in the imperial system, listen to this. There's 12 inches in a foot, there's 3 feet in a yard, there's 22 yards in a chain, there's 10 chains in a furlong, there's 8 furlongs in a mile, and there's 3 miles in a league. First of all, why do we need all of that stuff? Just use 3 or 4 of them. Like, imagine if we used all those names all the time, right? It's like, oh yeah, hop in, where you going? 51st Street? Great, it's only 35 furlongs away. I can't be home studying all of this stuff. I'm on a schedule, I gotta pick people up. And also, I've noticed something. I love football, but why the hell does everyone start to measure everything in football fields? It's 100 yards long, just say 100 yards. People out here saying, it's like, the moon is at 5,000 football fields long. It's like, how is anyone gonna picture that anyway? I want someone to tell me what county is building 5,000 football fields back to back where I can go and picture that size. At least choose something a little less American. It's like, oh yeah, how long's that house? It's about 35 bald eagles long. And people who use football fields to measure length, they'll use it to measure area. Speaking of area, let's talk about an acre. First of all, an acre sounds like something that I'd find on the underside of my foot. You wanna know how many square feet are in an acre? 43,560. Well, then you're probably thinking, I guess acres goes nicely into square miles. You wanna know how many acres are in a square mile? 640. Where is all these numbers coming from? It's almost like some idiot just came to America in 1600 and drew a square on a map and said, well, there's an acre. Anyone who uses the imperial system should have to use dog years instead of real years. It's not 2020. Welcome to the year 14,140. Actually, you know what? I kind of like that. Everything is 7 times longer. 1 minute equals 7 minutes. Now, for God's sakes, I'd last a hell of a lot longer in bed. God, in dog years, I'd last... got about 3.5 minutes.
But the whole world uses the miles
USA,
and Fahrenheit, meters
Celsius,
and feet and inches and stuff.
Now, I'm not a big fan of chemistry or psychics or Scientology, but whatever, all those folks, they all agree with me, right? Celsius is the way to go.
What about Kelvin?
Kelvin? My brother Kelvin? No, he lives in Chicago now.